Well, it's interesting because there's always a debate really about how important debates are. We've seen candidates ostensibly win the debate but not win the election, although recently, of course, we saw the Joe Biden debate with Donald Trump, which was very consequential for him then deciding to step down. So there's quite a bit at stake for her, and that's because, as you say, the polls are really, really close within the margin of error, and the voters that matter there are in about 6 states, the swing states, and the voters in those swing states really care about the economy. And so for Kamala Harris, it's an opportunity to really set out her stall on her policies around the economy, because she is obviously someone who doesn't have a track record on economic policy, and she's starting to put the bones around that now. But it's the chance for her to speak directly to those voters and to say, if I were president, these are things I'm going to do to support economic growth.
Yeah, although the Trump team would say, actually, surely she does have a track record because of being the vice president. What do you think a win for Trump would look like?
Well, it's interesting because he's been trying all sorts of attack lines. He does like an attack line, a personal one, against people, and he's been sort of deploying a few against her. It's a bit unclear if those are landing, so he might be trying out new attack lines on her. It was interesting, given the way the debate is set up, there won't be a lot of kind of one-on-one conversation. They can't rebut each other in the minute, and so does he use this to try and come across as somewhat restrained, even a bit presidential, shall we say. But for him, in a way, it's also, showing that he's nimble on his feet, that he's mentally still very fit, because oddly enough, the questions around age now are about him. He is the elder candidate in all of this, and he wasn't that much younger than Joe Biden, with all the questions around Joe Biden's age. And so, interestingly, it'll be about him having to prove in a way that he can handle himself in that situation.
From a policy point of view, Roz, is this the forum where we're going to learn more about the key points of difference on economics or foreign policy?
Well, certainly we've seen them tout some of their economic policies in recent weeks. I mean, Donald Trump just says he'll cut taxes on everything for everybody. They've both been competing over some of the territory on the economy, saying that they would, get rid of taxes on tips. For example, Kamala Harris is pointing herself a bit more towards those who are perhaps struggling with the cost of living issues in the U.S. So benefits for first home buyers, benefits for those who are struggling to pay for groceries, tax breaks for startups, for small businesses, for example. So a bit more specific from her. It'll be interesting to see how they try and differentiate themselves on that. And then obviously on foreign policy, the key question will be which one of them will be harder on China. Obviously, Donald Trump is very much out in front on that one.